Like, but maybe it would have worked out if we could try it again. It's like, why?
Oh, yeah.
That relationship wasn't working
and
for
we've
you.
said that. We've talked about, well, if we live in the country, but we lived in the country before. We didn't really like that either, so.
It's like, that relationship was not a healthy one for you. Why are you still holding on to it? Why don't you just, you know that we're made for continuous travel.
Okay.
Hey, it's Saturday morning, and now that we're back in one place for a little bit, we're kind of back at our old church congregation. Whoa! In Mormonism, those congregations are called wards.
Okay, come on.
And also something unique to Mormonism is we have no paid clergy, so nobody gets paid to do anything. Everybody's in volunteer positions. So even like the pastor or bishop of our ward, he's just volunteering. He has a regular job during the day.
Are you gonna get a calling when we're here?
I don't know.
Speaking of that,
We call them callings, those jobs that you get asked to do. I doubt we'll get a calling while we're here. But right now we're on our way because we all take turns cleaning the church. And so this morning we're cleaning the church with a few other families.
Hopefully they're done by the time we get there.
Yeah. Oh, did it start at 8 and not 9? So we're gonna head down there, and then we're gonna go down to Davidson to the farmers market.
are we gonna keep it?
So I'm excited about that because it's a really cute farmers market.
Or are we just gonna...
Your seatbelts aren't on the right way.
Oh, they're not? Wait.
Okay. Yeah. You want some music on?
My shoes are on.
Oh, your seatbelt's on right? Good
Probably
job.
change.
So let's go. Thanks, Chris. Okay. Steve, you need to stop, baby.
Alright, let's,
So how does this work, Dad?
well, what they do is they break it, all the jobs are kind of broken down so that you can, like you can pick one or two jobs to do, like vacuuming or picking up trash or doing all that stuff. So we'll figure out what jobs need to be done, and we'll do it.
So here's
All
what
right,
we have
you're in
left for
charge.
you. Cultural Hall. We need to, Brother Bishop is going to do that. So if anyone wants to help him sweep, we can do that.
And you're a
Also-
good sweeper?
We also need bathrooms done. I'm going to do the boys if someone wants to help me with the girls.
The girls can do the girls.
Girls can
I
do the
think
girls.
we can do that, right?
We've got some cleaner for you. And then also, little ones, I think we can do chapel. So we need to polish all of the wood that's in there. So I'll give you a can of polish and some things. And everything else is pretty much under control.
I want to sweep it.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna take turns, okay? 3 sweepers.
You excited to clean, Eve?
Ato!
Okay, the girls get to clean the girls' bathroom. Good luck, have fun.
Okay, let's start by sweeping. Okay, we're done at the church. It was less.
Stretching, sorry.
It was less than an hour. It's nice because everybody comes and does their part, and we're always there with the same crowd because they do it alphabetically.
That's a trap. I know these.
So it's kind of fun that way too. You got your little crew that you always see when you go to the church. So now we're going down to the Davidson Farmers Market, as I said. The Farmers Market is a really good one. It's every Saturday, and I really like that. Yeah, year round, the whole year long. We really liked, we got to know the farmers, and it was great. But we'll see what it's like today. And there's amazing flowers there. But I think it's a little early for that. But oh, there's this family that had a flower farm that would come and do the most beautiful bouquets. I don't usually care about flowers, but these were amazing. So
I just learned some other spells.
let's just go check it
You
out.
won't actually tell the
Beautiful
teacher.
morning.
Tell no one that I
Getting so green.
73.
Okay, Farmers
Flowers are
Market.
here.
The flowers are here? Oh, yes, flowers are here. Look at that bouquet. Beautiful. What I also like about this farmers market that it's actual real farmers from the area. Sometimes farmers markets are like not really that, but there's a lot of qualifications to get in here. Or sometimes farmers market are just full of crafts, and there's only a couple booths at this farmers market that are crafts. Those are fun, but it's actually like you can actually get your food here, and it's every Saturday, so you could get your whole week's worth every week. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, so the saga of getting rid of stuff continues around here.
It's a weird feeling because we're getting rid of like really good stuff. Great
I know.
bikes. It's just like usually when you're taking stuff to the Goodwill, it's like we don't
Actually,
use this anymore. This is not good quality. But in like 2 weeks, there's a chance we might be homeless.
Well, we will be homeless eventually.
Yes, but I mean as soon as 2 weeks. So it's like the real deal now. Like everything that you love, like your wagon, hiking backpacks, doesn't matter. If you're not going to put them in storage, which we're not, then you have to get rid of them.
And then it's a question of, what it is that you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. We just have stuff, what we're doing.
I'm actually like feeling kind of emotional about it.
You're feeling emotional about it?
A little bit.
This is very much like when we went through our house, right? And got rid of stuff.
That was like, there's so much stuff in your house that you don't use. I mean, really. But now it's like, I love that thing, but I can't keep it.
And some things we are putting in storage. You can't put, I don't know.
I think we should leave a lot of stuff here. Maybe the wagon should come with the RV.
Yeah, I could. I just want to get.
That's what's going to be so sweet about our RV, is that because we aren't taking it to Europe, it's going to be stocked full
of total crap.
No, of really good stuff.
Oh,
like,
good stuff.
We'll probably leave our Instant Pot in our RV because it's a great way to cook in your RV, and like our griddle. But like everything that you need to live will be left.
Yeah.
So that's sweet for them. Also, as we've said, we don't know when we're coming back, so.
You don't want to come back and be sorry that you didn't keep some of this stuff. Like, oh, I gotta buy that now, even though I had it.
If it's a couple years from now, that makes sense, but does it make sense to store things for 5 years? Probably not.
I don't know. That's the question. We're grappling with that.
Every day.
With all this stuff.
Every day we're grappling with that.
What are we keeping? What are we getting rid of?
And when are we don't know when we're coming back.
What's worth keeping? We don't know when we're coming back, so it's a lot of big question marks.
I think we've decided at least 2 years though, right?
Probably. We've decided that probably.
Yeah. Unless we get over there and we're just like, no.
Nothing is set in
like, I mean,
stone.
really, somebody could get sick and need, some sort of treatment.
A lot of things can change your
We
plans.
could just hate it. We could just say, like, I'm tired of traveling. We could.
Mm-hmm.
I need a pep talk from, like, some world traveler because I see none of the benefits right now. I'm, like, stuck in the planning phase. I'm not
Which is
experiencing the
stressful.
joy of it yet.
Yeah.
So
this
it's
is the
just
stressful
like,
part.
can you just remind me of like how great it is? Because all I feel is the stress. And it's not incredibly stressful,
Somebody made a comment on one of our recent videos that was kind of like that. They're like, don't just get through this hard part, you know, it'll be awesome. Okay, so we're still figuring it out.
Okay, so like 3 or 4 years ago, I don't remember exactly when, but I know it was a while ago, I somehow heard the term world schooling. And not somehow, I heard the term world schooling, and then I looked it up, and I found this family on YouTube who at this point were like living in like Thailand, I think, and they were swimming in their pool, and it was like a German guy talking to the camera, and I was like,
remember that first video.
you remember that?
showed me,
I
yeah.
made you watch it. I'm like, watch this. They're
Was
just
it that
like,
long ago?
yeah.
Oh wow.
And I was like, wow, that's so cool. Or, you know, like, wow, what a way to live. Maybe we should do that someday. Well, fast forward, I've been following them, you know, especially the last, you know, year to 6 months. And they're still traveling the world. And they have 6 kids. And it turns out they are watching our videos. And they had messaged us. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird how you can see someone who's so far away from you that you have no connection with, and then we've become friends through the internet.
Thank you, internet.
I know. So I want you guys to check out their channel because they're super cool, so amazing and inspiring. They're called the Sundance Family, and they're on YouTube, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. But I actually, as after Mike and I were talking a minute ago, I messaged Ka and I was like, dude,
which is his name? The
Ka is
dad's
his name. I'm like, dude, you know, we can't even remember why we want to do this anymore because it's just stressful right now, getting rid of stuff. And so I messaged him, and he's in Australia right now, and it's like 3 a.m., but he happened to be up. So we're going to play his messages that he sent back. He did voice messages back.
Hi, Megan, this is Carl speaking. I have to be very calm because my kids are sleeping around me here in the room. We have been doing this for so long, so it isn't really a big challenge for us. At all, but if I reconnect to where you come from now, I can so relate. For us it's easy now, we don't own things. We are so light, we just have, you know, a couple of things that, you know, it's like 3 suitcases we have to pack for like us 8 people, you know. But when I connect back to the time when we started our travel and we had all these things, this is the hard part about everything. It's the letting go. It's like the process you're going through right now. And I know that you are already light as you are in this RV, but still seeing the videos, you know, from you, it still seems like you have so much things you have, and it's painful. And this is something I can totally relate because, you know, sometimes you sit in front of those boxes and you just, you know, realize how much stuff you have. Stuff you don't know, it's so hard what to do with it. Is it like trash? Is it like charity? What, you know, just to get rid of things is like so exhausting and overwhelming. So I can totally understand, but know this, you're gonna feel so well and so good once you have been going through this process. And the moment you're gonna be sitting in this plane to France will be a very enlightening and uplifting experience. I promise you this. So just, you know, keep the faith, work through those things, and you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. All right, so this was as good as I can get in regards to inspiration at 3 a.m. in the morning. I was already going to sleep, but then I just saw your message. You know, you're going to love it. Once you just have been going through this painful phase you're going through, and then it's all the letting go. It's emotional letting go as well, you know. You never left the United States, so there must be so much emotional connection and uncertainty, you know, from US guys. It's so big challenge to leave the United States, so I can totally feel. But trust me, you're gonna love it. This is such a liberating experience you're giving yourself and your family. So, you know, we love you, we support you, and I just know that you're gonna love it once you have managed to just leave the United States. Feel embraced, and now I'm going to sleep. All the best, and we go to Hawaii tomorrow, yay!
Dude, that guy is amazing, isn't he? That was like the nicest message. It was like the voice of God.
That was really nice.
That's exactly what we need to hear because it's so hard, you guys. You like look at your stuff and it makes you feel powerful. Don't you think your stuff makes you feel powerful?
Well, it makes you,
You feel like I can handle this challenge because I own this thing.
it kind of gives you some kind of connection to something, but at the same time, it's just stuff, right?
I think you don't realize how much of your identity, once again, we did this last time, but how much of your identity you still draw from your stuff. It makes you feel grounded. It makes you feel safe. And like, okay, I own these things, so I'm okay. But the thought of like having nothing.
Well, and getting
when I
rid
hear
of,
from him, it does sound so exciting.
well, for me, it's kind of like what he said. For me, it's the whole like, what do I do with it? Do I throw it away?
Am I being unwise if I
Charity,
get rid of it?
store it. For me, it's more of the question of what do I do with it? That's stressful because what is the right thing to do with it? All right, well, lots to think about with stuff.
But
and what
go
to do
check
with it.
out their channel, Sundance Family. They're so inspiring.
Oh golly.
That's why I was glad I reached out to him, because he's so super inspiring.
Yep. Okay, so Megan's just saying that if we were to get rid of like pretty much everything, that we would be less likely to come back.
I'm excited by that idea of like, it's like, I feel like it's the last cord keeping us tied to the traditional life. I feel like we're like standing on a line and we're trying to decide, we have a foot on both sides now.
Yeah.
Like, we still, even after this year, we cut so many ties and we opened our minds so much in this RV this year.
He's out
right
here on
over
the skateboard.
We did. Like, we talked about how we left the box, and looking back at it, you're like, why would I ever want to go back to that box? But obviously, we haven't completely stepped outside it, and I think that makes it difficult for us. Because it's like we're not even sure what this thing is that we're doing.
Right, and we don't know if
Are we going on
how
a
permanent
vacation?
it is.
Yeah, are we going on a vacation? An extended vacation? Are we doing a gap year? Or are we really letting go? And because we haven't decided that, it's really hard to straddle both of them.
No, I think so. We haven't connected it to how much stuff we're keeping. Well, maybe we haven't a little bit, but we have been wondering, like, so how long will this really last, this traveling thing? Will it be, you know, a year? Will we be sick of it after 6 months, or is it going to be like 10 years? We just don't know. And I guess what you're saying is that if we get rid of stuff, maybe we'll be less likely to come back because you don't have that tie, you don't have that connection.
The only reason we're not getting rid of it is because they're still in our mind saying that we're coming back.
Right. There's still that possibility. They're riding skateboards. There's still that possibility that we could come back and we don't. So it's like, well, don't get rid of everything because we might want some of the stuff when we come back. But I guess, what if you didn't come back?
Yeah, like, why don't we just say we're not coming back?
And then even if you did come back in 10 years, say, are you going to feel the same way about all that stuff?
No, you're not. But it's like, I think we just need to decide.
Right now, on camera?
Yeah, no, we just need to decide. Are we just letting go of, I mean, why are we still, it was never fulfilling for us to live in a neighborhood, in a house. Why are we still trying to push ourselves back to that? Are you trying to calm me down? Is that what that is?
you're talking loud.
I don't understand, like, it wasn't fulfilling for us. Obviously, we were living in the best town we feel like we could have ever lived in, and we still left. Why do we keep trying to say that we're going to go back? It never made sense to us before.
Well,
why is it suddenly going to make sense after that travel?
I think the reason that we do is because there are certain things about it that you like, you know.
It's like a boyfriend we can't get over, you know, like, but maybe it would have worked out if we could try it again. It's like, why?
Oh, yeah.
That relationship wasn't working
and
for
we've
you.
said that. We've talked about, well, if we live in the country, but we lived in the country before. We didn't really like that either, so.
It's like, that relationship was not a healthy one for you. Why are you still holding on to it? Why don't you just, you know that we're made for continuous travel. Why haven't we given ourselves over to it? I'm ready. It's exhausting to have feet in both worlds. I'm ready to just say, we're not coming back. Because everybody keeps asking us too. Well, how long are you gonna be gone for? When are you coming back? And we're like, what if we just said we're not coming back?
We're not coming back permanently. Like, yeah, we might come back to visit someday, but
we're not gonna live in one place ever again. Is that even possible? I think that's the other thing. We don't know anybody that, you know, like.
Well, the Sundance Ka and his family, they've been doing it for 12 years.
I think more than 12, actually.
So they're obviously making it happen. You can't make any plans for the rest of your life because you don't know.
You don't.
But we can decide
But we're
that we want to get rid of all of our stuff. It's not like you can't get it again. It is just stuff after all.
because that relationship never worked for us.
Yeah.
It was never a good relationship.
That needs to be on the table.
And if in case you missed what
Just
I'm
like
saying,
you're on the table.
the relationship between us and the normal traditional American lifestyle in a house, in a neighborhood, or even in the country, we did both. And it still never worked for us.
Totally happy.
We always felt lost and kind of not sure what we were doing.
And a little out of place.
So let's stop trying to pretend that we're just gonna go on this trip and then suddenly be the sort of people that want to live in one house in one place forever. Why are we pretending that? We know we won't. So this is where my mind is kind of exploding right now. I can't like focus because I'm just like
Can't focus on anything.
Like, what? Are we gonna do that? It's such that is a serious leap of faith because you're committing to something you've never done before. Because when you've gotten rid of your stuff, like you don't have anything anymore. So you are throwing yourself, you are burning your boats.
You are.
Completely for something you haven't, for a battle you haven't won.
Or a battle you're not even sure how long you're gonna be in it for. Like, I don't know, you're not. I don't know.
But I think that the real me, deep down, wants to do that.
You know what the real me deep down wants to do? Wants to wash his car. It's dirty.
How do you feel about it, Mike?
About getting rid of everything?
Indefinite, unconditionally long. I use some big words that don't make any sense in that sentence.
Indefinite probably works.
Indefinite, long-term travel. Travel is a lifestyle, not as a gap year.
Yeah, it's a little strange to think of, you know, like cutting the rope and letting your boat just drift out to sea. You're going, and that you will continue to be going and going and going to different places with no end in sight.
I liked how Ka said that he's typed like a couple sentences, but he said it was incredibly unifying for his family to show up in a completely new place with nothing. Like they're really close.
Nothing but your 3 suitcases.
And each other. And if family closeness is not what it's about, I don't know much else that it is about.